The government, the government only really gets its income from limited sources. It's going to be fees for services, it's going to be income taxes and sales taxes, and it's going to be from, it's from taxes, and it's also, and some of these taxes are from tariffs. For the US government, the biggest sources are going to be from income taxes, from people who pay, and also from the tariffs. So I understand, I'm getting an understanding of why the tariffs need to be raised, because those are really the two major sources for income into the United States government. And in California, we do the same thing. So we're living in California state is in a deficit. So how do you expect, how do we expect to have more income coming in to pay for the higher level of expenses? Okay, I'm for paying for the expenses, but I'm not for doing what everyone tells us not to do, which is live beyond your means. So our government, state government, and our city governments, we're all living beyond our means, totally contrary to what we've been raised on, which is live within your means. So how do you expect to raise more funds in the future to pay for these higher costs for all of the services being provided?
Okay. Well, first of all, respectfully, I have to correct you on the state government living with beyond our means, because the state of California, unlike the federal government, we can't engage in deficit spending. We have to balance the budget every year, and so we are living within our means. And this past budget was an example where we had to make significant cuts, especially in the area of health and human services, in order to balance our budget. So, but to your overall point, the state of California, we have to live in our means, and the same goes for our cities too. I mean, it's only the federal government that can print more money and engage in deficit spending.
So follow up then
okay.
is why are there media reports that say the state is still living in, has a deficit? Remember just a few years ago we're 33 billion in deficits.
Yeah.
So how if we're required by law or by the charter to live within our budget, how do those stories come out?
They were true. The state of California, we were projecting, millions of dollars in a deficit, and that's why we had to make the cuts in order to pass a balanced budget. Now, there are some budget maneuvers that some people may raise questions about. Sometimes we put off paying bills to the next budget cycle, or but it's all to try to. The overall intent is to try to do right by state of California, is to try to stabilize the funding. But overall, in terms of having to live within our means, absolutely, the state of California, we have to live within our means.